Hello there, peeps. I'm here for your Raw review for March 23rd, 2015. The Go Home Show to WrestleMania 31. It was an okay show, terrible ending, though, I'll admit. It was an okay show, but a terrible ending. I would say for a Go Home show, it's kind of lackluster. But, let's get into it. The show starts off with Sting opening up the show, finally talking about that this match isn't between him and Triple H, isn't for WCW versus WWE, that he's just trying to take Triple H down, that Triple H didn't work for what he has. Then Stephanie comes in. Look, I wouldn't have minded if Stephanie came out maybe 10 minutes, 5-6 minutes later. You have her come out literally 2 minutes later. You don't let Sting cut a decent promo. Like, come on. This is Sting. This is his first real, segment on Raw with him talking, and you literally don't let him cut a promo. You just have Stephanie come out. It's kind of lame. So I'm like, finally a Raw that's opening without the Authority, you know? Then Stephanie comes out. She says that Sting made it to the big time. Says that Stephanie's part of the reason why WCW went down, even though she was part of the whole alliance thing back in the Invasion era, Angle back in 2001. So, whatever. In that she tells Sting that he's intimidated, and that her husband, that Triple H will beat at Sting at WrestleMania. Sting says that call Stephanie a spoiled brat. Then Stephanie tries to slap Sting, and then Sting grabs her hand. And then Triple H comes out, pretty much loosening his tie, like he's getting ready for a brawl. And then Triple H says that Stephanie gets the sledgehammer for Triple H. Then Sting pulls out the bat. They tease about they're about to fight, and then they walk away. It was a cool little segment. I thought it was pretty cool. Nice way to open the show, you know. It's a little different, you know. It's nice than a 15-minute, Authority promo. I think I'll give it that. Then we have Ambrose and R-Truth versus Stardust and Luke Harper. Standard tag team match. It was whatever. R-Truth wins by pinning I think Stardust. Then Ambrose dances. Oh god, I love Dean Ambrose, but don't have him dance. That's not his gimmick. He's this crazy one who beats up people. That should be his gimmick, not dancing. Whatever. Then we have Renee Young win the Special Olympics Games people. Whatever. You know. Then we have Miz, Sandow, Rose in the Ascension versus Ryback, Ryder, Primetime Players, and Eric Rowan in a 10-man tag. And you have Bill Simmons on joint commentary. It was a standard 10-man tag. But Ryback gets the win by pinning the Miz. It was pretty much all these guys are going to be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Then we have Randy Orton coming out, and then he announced that on the app, you could vote for either Orton's opponent to be either Rollins and J&J, Big Show or Kane, and then Rollins and J&J won. But, it really wasn't a match. It was Randy Orton beating up on J&J security. He got his hands on Seth Rollins, and then he pretty much Orton RKO's Noble and then wins. So it was kind of short. Then we have Paige and AJ backstage talking about Nikki Bella. I guess Nikki says she'll get a shot to either Paige or AJ at her title. So then we have the Divas title match, Paige versus Nikki Bella. This is a pretty good match. This match, they gave it time. I mean, it had like a commercial break. Yeah, and I gotta say, yeah, these girls did pretty good. And there was actually false finishes, like Paige hit a Rampage, but Nikki kicks out. I thought it was over then. Then they both fall out of the ring, and then AJ attacks Brie because Brie looked like she was trying to get involved. And then Nikki, I guess, Paige grabs Nikki. Paige grabs AJ, and then AJ elbows Nikki. Paige. God, I'm getting my words all wrong. So yeah, AJ elbows Paige. Nikki then takes Paige in the ring, hits her with a rack attack to retain the belt. Then AJ and Paige brawl. So I guess dissension between them. So, but I still gotta say a pretty good match though. You know why? I don't get why we just didn't have this at WrestleMania. That's just me. Then we have Snoop Dogg coming out. Then Curtis Axel comes out talking about Axelmania. Then Snoop brings out Hulk Hogan. This wasn't actually I wouldn't say it was bad. You know, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Hogan celebrates. I like how Hogan made a little weed reference. That was kind of funny. And then Hogan punches Axel and Snoop throws Axel out. So yeah. Then we have Cesaro, Tyson Kidd, and Natalya versus Torito and Los Matadores. Whatever. There's gonna be a Fatal 4-way tag team match for the tag titles at WrestleMania in the kickoff. So, Usos were on commentary. And then we have Los Matadores win. El Torito pins Natalya. Yeah. Then we have Rusev versus Jack Swagger. We've seen this match many times. Rusev wins, but he keeps holding in the accolade. Then John Cena comes out. Then they fight, but Rusev, what does he do? Rusev pretty much slams him on the barrier, then on the post, then on the table. Then he does the accolade on the table on Cena. Then Cena passes out. And then, so Rusev looks good, and then he waves the Russian flag. So yeah, I thought it was a pretty good little segment. Then Bray Wyatt comes out, calls the fans liars, calls The Undertaker liar, and then he does that, then he does the Taker one knee pose. And then, I like the storm effect. I thought it was a pretty good, probably segment of the night for me. It was a really good little segment. Then Kevin Nash as Diesel will be in the Hall of Fame. That's alright. Then we have Dolph Ziggler versus Daniel Bryan. And then the poll said that there was a poll to see who will be the special guest ref. And Ambrose won. And this is a pretty good match. And they gave it a little time, but Ziggler wins by super kicking Bryan, then the zigzag. And then Ambrose tries to raise Ziggler's hand, and Ziggler snatches it away, and then Ambrose does the dirty deeds, gets a ladder, tries to get the title. Oh, I didn't talk about this. Kane backstage with Barrett. Kane says he needs to get a title from Barrett to hang it. Okay. Don't know why they're doing this, and if Barrett doesn't give it to him, he'll be stripped. Whatever. Then Barrett gives it to him. So yeah, the title was hanging over the ring. Then Barrett, Harper, so pretty much everyone comes out. They have a massive brawl, and they're all out. So a little more hype for the ladder match. Then we have the Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns standoff. Paul Heyman pretty much talks about Brock Lesnar being conqueror, talking about him beating Cena, him beating Taker. The Heyman segment part was cool. Then Reigns comes out, then Lesnar raises his championship. Oh, they stare each other down. I personally think if you're just going to end it, I wouldn't have minded them just staring each other down. I'll get to that later, but they stare each other down. Then Lesnar raises the title, and then Reigns takes the title. Then Reigns raises it. Then they do a tug of war for the title. Well, and then it fades. Are you serious? This is supposed to be the main event that you haven't been hyping at all. You know, it's like, come on. I would have just rather at least. I'm not even mad if they didn't brawl. That would have been nice actually, but I wouldn't even care if they at least. I personally would have been fine if Reigns at least cut a promo and then they stare each other down. See, I would have been fine with that. But you did a tug of war. It just looked so lame. I still think it'll be a good match. It's just, come on, this is the go home show to WrestleMania. And it just didn't feel like a go home show tonight. So in that aspect, I didn't think it was good for a go home show. For a regular Raw, I thought it was alright. Just the ending was dumb. But yeah. So yeah, guys, that's my review on Raw. Tomorrow I will be doing my WrestleMania 31 predictions, and then Wednesday I'll do my top 20 favorite WrestleManias. So until then, guys, I am signing off. Peace.